Hey folks, my name is Rich, and you tuned into another episode of Good News Friday. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Hope y'all had a good week. I know I did. Long but good. Nothing too eventful happened for me this week. How about y'all? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to chat with you about it. I'm interested in y'all's week, especially if something good happened. So, what am I smoking? And what am I smoking it with? Well, I am smoking some And So to Bed. This is a very good blend. I cracked this open a few days ago and I was surprised. I've heard a lot of people say different things about it. Read a lot of mixed reviews. But I've been smoking it for the last few nights straight and I really enjoy it. It's a really smooth English blend, not a lat bomb. And I'm not scared of Latakia. One of my favorite blends is Star of the East, which is 50% Latakia. But this is just a smooth blend. It's really good. I'm happy with it. So, let's get on with the good news, shall we? The first story I have for you is homeless man changes woman's flat tire. Excuse me. A Utah woman with a flat tire got assistance from a homeless man who saw her in the parking lot and noticed she needed help. Had salmon for dinner. Gave me a little heartburn. The owner of a nearby coffee shop snapped a photo and posted it on social media. Got a picture of the homeless guy named Chuck helping this lady out. I looked out the window to see this happening. Jesse Jeans on Historic's 25th and Black Lotus Coffee Roasters wrote on Facebook, "This is Chuck. He's homeless and works his butt off helping every day in the cafe. This is one of those people that get labeled. You know, the ones everyone wants out of sight, out of mind. I didn't see anyone else out helping this young lady, just Chuck, the homeless guy. Thank you, Chuck." Chuck, whose full name is Charles Logan, said he just did what he was supposed to do in that situation. "I believe in the golden rule," the 56-year-old said. "If a little lady needs help, needs her tire fixed, you go down there and fix the tire. That's what you're supposed to do. Anyone that needs help, I'll do it." Good job, Chuck. Here's a good one. My lighter. Thousands attend funeral for veteran who died alone. Thousands of people turned out Tuesday to pay their respects to a deceased Vietnam veteran who had no living family to attend his funeral. Edward Pearson, 80 years old, was buried at Sarasota National Cemetery with military honors. If Pearson had seen the huge turnout of so many people he didn't know, he would have cried, then laughed, then saluted everybody. Friend and neighbor April McClawson said, "The event attracted everyone from bikers to bagpipers who wanted to pay tribute to the private first class." So many people showed up that it prevented the service from starting on time. This is the line to get into the Sarasota National Cemetery for a man we heard has no immediate family, Norm Jewett said on Facebook. This is still 2 miles from the cemetery and there is well over 5,000 people here. Shows a picture of a long line of cars. Ed Lyons, a veteran and the assistant director of Sarasota National Cemetery, said that it was important to honor Pearson, who served in the Army from 1962 to 1964. It tugs at your heart because the things that veterans do for our country, what they sacrifice. You don't want to think of anyone being alone or laid to rest without anyone being there to honor them, said Lyons. Wow. And to all the veterans, we salute you. This is the last story, and this is my favorite. Restaurant employee prays for deputy for his safety. A photo of a young man praying for a Florida police officer is garnering attention across the nation. Justin Tucker, the wife of Deputy Cameron Tucker, said they were eating at Zaxby's when a young man named Juan came over to their table and asked if he could pray for Deputy Cameron's safety and protection. Tonight was a night that I will never forget, Justin wrote. This picture is a reminder of God's constant love and perfect timing. Tonight we had an amazing encounter with an incredible young man named Juan. He came up to Cameron and asked if he could pray over him and his protection. After crying my eyes out, we got to have an amazing conversation with this gentleman. He was on fire for God, and you could feel his presence in the room. He's speaking of God's presence. He said that he had felt compelled to talk to us and to pray over Cameron. Justin's post has over 25,000 shares on Facebook. Well deserved, too. Yep, I'd say that man's on fire for God. God told him to go over and pray for that deputy. And a young man named Juan obeyed God's direction. That's what Jesus did. He obeyed God's direction. The Bible says Jesus did only what he heard and saw his Father do. So what did Jesus do mostly? If you read the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, mostly what he did was pray for people, heal the sick, set people free. That's the majority of what Jesus did. That was his ministry. So, those are my stories for y'all this week, folks. I hope you have a good weekend. And until next time, God bless you. And I'm praying for y'all. Y'all have a good one.